Sophie. Sophie, are you there?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that.
I have a Post-it note covering my camera.
I guess I could go like this. All right.
Hello. Yes, hi, how are you?
All right. Moving right along.
So weird.
What's that?
This is interesting. I've never done this before.
Oh.
I hadn't either.
You know, this is pretty tame compared to some of the things I do. On Wednesday, no, on Friday, today's Wednesday. On Friday in my FSEM, I'm bringing in a speaker from the UK. And, you know, I have no budget, so I can't fly her in here, but I'm bringing her in, you know, through the wonders of technology. And she's basically going to teach the class for me. She's an expert in a particular field, and she's going to do a much better job than I could. So, you know, it's a different world that we're now in. Anyway. Okay, so there are a few outside readings. You can find reference to them on the course outline, and they require a password that I will email you next week probably. The first outside reading isn't until the third week, so that should be plenty. The one password works on all the outside readings, so it's not very complicated.
So, sorry, I have a question.
No problem.
So for number 5, where it says, where can you find the reading assignments? I wrote that it was the blog, but is it the blog and the textbook?
The best answer is it's the course outline. The course outline has all the readings linked to it. You know, there's no one right answer. So,
Okay.
You know, if you said the bookstore, that would probably be wrong. Okay. We're going to be conducting a couple of class discussions this semester. We're going to use various formats. I find the discussion board in Canvas a little clunky, so we may use that. But the first one we're going to start later this week, probably on Friday, and we're going to run it through Twitter. So make sure that you're on Twitter and that you are following me. Obviously, you guys have. It's the people that aren't here that need that extra reminder, I think. Okay. Okay. We've already mentioned the 2 assignments for this week. And also, you know, unless I tell you differently, turn those assignments in via email. Okay. So online courses are different. You need to be motivated. You need to be self-disciplined because there's no class. So online courses. Hello, Patrick.
Sorry. Hi. I couldn't figure it out on my computer, so I borrowed someone else's.
That's fine. So you're not Patrick then?
No.
So who are you?
Mariana Patterson.
Great. So the thing about online classes is you need to figure out a way to get the work done on your own. Okay. That's one reason why I actually like having athletes in my online classes, because they have proven to be organized. That since the sport takes up so much of your time, you're used to trying to figure out ways to get your work done ahead of time. So so that's really wonderful. So one of the you know, however you decide to do it, you know, as you work through the material, you need to constantly ask yourself, do I understand this? Okay. There's no reason why you should understand everything that you're reading. That would be kind of a miracle, I think. So if the answer to that question, do I understand this, is no, then you should be sure and reach out for help, either via Twitter. You can send me an email. You can mention things in the Google Hangouts. You can come to my office hours in real life. We can set up an appointment online. Lots of different ways to reach out to me. As at least one of you has already found out, I like talking to students, and I expect them to talk to me when they need to. So it's not a problem. Okay. One other thing that I would say is for the assignments, for all the assignments, read the directions carefully, okay, and make sure you provide everything the assignment asks for. Some people don't do that, and that's just kind of dumb. So that's that. Okay, that's basically all I had to say tonight. So I guess I'll ask you, what questions do you have other than the ones you've already raised?
Well, I always have questions.
Awesome.
Could you check back on your Canvas page and see if that if the place of the exam is there? Because I went to exam dates and it just says that final exam is Wednesday, December 14th. But then when you go to the outline, it says it's the 12th.
It is Wednesday, and I believe, well, I don't know. Hold on. Let me just check that right now since I have you here.
I know this is so far away. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's always better to get it right. And for some reason, I have a hard time reading dates on calendars and then translating that into syllabuses. 1, 2, November, December. It is. It's the 12th.
The 12th.
Yep.
Okay.
So I will make a note to fix that tomorrow, December.
And is it in Monroe 122 or is it?
Okay.
Sorry.
No. Don't apologize. There's more than one possible answer. The answer is you need to come and find me and take it face to face. Okay. So the midterm exams will be online, so you can take them anytime over a 24-hour period. The final exam you have to take in person. Okay.
So it's a Wednesday?
It is Wednesday during exam week. Okay. So the way I work it is, you can take the exam during any 2-hour block between, say, 9 and 5.
Okay.
So check your schedule, and then I'll ask you to let me know when you're coming. That's all. Okay. Now, having said that, I'm giving the final exam in the face-to-face class in Monroe 122 at noon. So if you want to take it at noon, come to Monroe 122.
Okay.
All right.
And if not, then
you'll come to the econ house.
Okay.
And that's where I'll be there for the rest of the day.
And all of the assignments, are there sorry, I've never taken an online course. Are there due dates, or do you just have to have all of this done before the semester ends?
Okay. Yes and no. Okay. For the non-module assignments, I give you due dates. And you should try to follow those as best you can. If you're a day late, I'm not going to be upset. Sometimes one's schedule gets complicated, especially for athletes who may be traveling and stuff like that. So turning one of those assignments in a day late is not a big deal. If you know you're going to have trouble, you should let me know in advance. So I don't say, oh gosh, that Abby, I thought she was responsible and now she's gone off the wagon, Not that you would do that. So, Morgan, the glasses are a really academic look for you, I have to say.
Hey, I have glasses too.
Come on, Abby, put them on.
Me too.
Not wearing them.
I wouldn't be able to see there for distance.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Next question. Other questions?
I'll think of one as soon as we hang up.
Right.
Same.
Well, then how will you get an answer?
I'm sure she'll send you another email. It'll make it 200.
You know, a day without an email from Abby,
Something must be wrong.
just a sad day.
It's not a good day. I know. I agree.
What we're going to do soon, possibly this weekend, is I'm going to put you all in study groups. And then there are going to be some group assignments where you'll have to work together. So you guys will have to tell me if you either want to work with a member of your athletic team or if you don't want to work with a member of your athletic team. And I will pretend that it's a random selection of groups. Either way.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
You know, I think, do you know Mackenzie McGuire?
Yeah.
She's my roommate. She was like, oh, I had him so many times. She wanted to join the call, and I told her no.
Paige did too. I told her she wasn't allowed to come in.
Yeah, Mackenzie's great. So now I know how to get the real scoop on you.
You do. Go to Ken's. Yep.
Other questions? No current baby stories, Rose?
No, she'll be 2 on Sunday.
Oh my gosh. It's just going to get better and better.
That's not what I hear.
And you're thinking, I sure hope so.
Yeah.
So you're not a student in our class, right? Are you a?
She is.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah, I work full-time at the Career Center, but I'm working on getting my MBA.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
I need to
That's
get a few prerequisites. So this is one of the prerequisites that I need.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks.
She's also good at giving advice.
It's her job, isn't it?
Career advice.
Are your classes Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 12 have any empty seats left? Because I was thinking about sitting in on some of them.
Absolutely. The joke, well, this is not a joke. According to the school, we can seat 52 people in there.
Huh.
They would have to be really close friends. But yeah, there's 35 people in the class, and I'm sure there are at least 10 more seats than that. So feel free to come by anytime you want.
Because I was trying to, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
Because I was trying to look on like Banner and see the registration to see if there was any seats available. But it said it was full, so I was just like wondering if the seats.
No, you are welcome to, I don't care. I don't care if you show up on the Hangouts or if you show up in person or if you don't show up at all, as long as we're connected and I know you're doing the work. Okay. So it's absolutely okay.
And is it okay if we come to like one Monday and then, Friday I have a lab, can't come to Friday?
Of course. Yeah. Whatever you like is fine. Okay. Strangely enough, I'm supposed to be here to help you guys.
Is the face-to-face class going at the same pace as kind of what we are on the course
Exactly the
schedule?
same. Yep.
Okay.
Same everything, except they get to see me 3 times a week face-to-face, and you guys generally only get to see me once. Any other questions?
You sent out an email saying that not to do the assignments until you assign due dates.
Right.
If we read, so like the first assignment or whatever that's on here is economics to science. If we were to read that like tonight or tomorrow and try to fill out the homework that's assigned with it, do we just wait until you assign a due date or like submit it early? Or
Please do. Please wait.
Okay.
And the reason why is because that's the first discussion that we're going to do, and we're going to do it using Twitter instead of the discussion board, just to see how that works.
Okay.
So yeah, please wait until I assign them, because we're not going to do them all. And while I guess while you would learn something from doing assignments that we don't end up doing, you may not want to spend your time that way.
Okay, thank you.
And will we ever have to tweet at you, or is that just a communication from you to us?
Well, yeah. Short answer, yeah. Because when we hold this discussion on is economics a science, you're going to be tweeting to everybody in the class, and that includes me.
Okay, so you don't care if we use, like, I have an account for UMW. You don't care if we use that or our personal accounts? No,
not at all. Just let me know who you are so that I can keep track.
Okay.
This discussion on Canvas is economics of science, and like only 4 people responded. Was that supposed to go on Twitter?
We haven't actually started that assignment yet.
Okay.
And so yeah, that particular assignment we're going to try on Twitter, because I think Twitter's more an easier way to do it. What I find with the discussion board is people tend to talk to nobody. They put up a 1-page answer as if that's what a discussion is, and it really isn't. Twitter is a much better medium, I think, for having a discussion where you say things and other people respond to you. But we'll see how it goes.
I've never used Twitter before, and so I'm just still trying to getting the hang of the things, and like your tweets kind of get lost in like a lot of, I guess, other people retweeting, liking. What is this hashtag? We can just simply put it in or something?
It's hashtag econ201online. Okay. So the one way that you can get around that problem is by, say, limiting the people that you follow to the people that are in the class. Because you only get the tweets from the people that you follow. That's the smart way to do it, as opposed to getting everybody in the world's tweets, which is kind of crazy.
I turn on, personally, I turn on just your notifications, because I've never gotten notifications from Twitter. How do you do that? I think it's annoying. Oh. So it's just, I just get yours. So it's like a text to my phone when you tweet.
Okay. Well, when we start the discussion, you're going to need to open that up a little bit so that you get Morgan's tweets as well. These are all great questions. And, we'll see how it goes. If Twitter doesn't work out well for us, then we'll try something else.
Are there more people in this class than before?
There are 35 people in the online class.
Oh my gosh, where are they all? They're sleeping on the job.
They may be sleeping. They may be, one time, I shouldn't tell this story. But one time I had a first semester freshman who signed up for the online class, and he did none of the work. Literally did nothing, never went into Canvas, never looked at the book.
Yikes.
And so I finally tracked him down after midterm time and said, what's going on? I said, I'm not upset with you. I'm just curious. And he said, well, I'm kind of overwhelmed with the workload from all my classes, and I'm taking 4 face-to-face classes, and those are the ones that I've been doing all the work for, and the online class was just out of sight, out of mind. So I understand that that's not a recipe for success in this class, though.
I feel like with the time management for this online class is like, I'm doing too much in one sitting. What do you recommend? Is there a recommendation?
Well, different people work different ways. That would be a great question for people that have done online classes, especially with me before. Like Rose, for example, she was in my 202 class. What I tell people is to try to block out a time, a couple hours, a couple blocks of time a week, so that you're not trying to do a week's worth of work in one sitting, but you're spreading it out, like pretend it's a Monday, Wednesday, Friday class, and or a Tuesday, Thursday class, and then just plan on spending time each of those days doing the work for the class. That's what I would suggest.
And
So have I? Oh, sorry.
oh, sorry. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Have I missed anything, or is it just those 2 assignments so far?
Just those 2 assignments.
Okay.
So the first midterm will cover everything on the course outline above it.
Basically, yes.
Okay, and then the second midterm, will it be everything from the first midterm down, or will it be
Yes.
everything?
No, it'll be everything from the first midterm down.
Okay, and then is the final cumulative, or is it?
It is. Even if it weren't, economics is cumulative.
Okay.
So stuff that we do at the end of the semester is going to be based on stuff we did this week.
Will it be open note?
No, it won't. It will be open brain.
Okay, last question from me at least.
Sure.
I'm going to sound like an idiot, but I
No.
am a bio and math major, so I've never taken this type of course. Is this just like
Me neither.
economy?
Okay, what is this type of course?
Yeah, like what did I even sign up for?
Some people think economics is super mathematical.
Well, I heard that it's a lot of graphs, but not like mathematical graphs. It's like words and
Oh my goodness, child.
wow, that baby's really cute.
It's
Let me put it
cute. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Can I make it?
So if you do well in this class, you too could have a beautiful child like that.
Hopefully in
You can't
years
jump on
and
this fast,
years.
though.
Yeah. No, ideally, yeah, take the time. So I think we got off topic there a little bit.
Sorry, it's our fault.
I know, it is. It's her fault, not yours. Hi.
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 I'm a great babysitter if you ever need
Yeah. Okay, bye. Say bye.
So, I know we were talking about what is economics like. The best thing that you can do is just dive into the modules and start working through the material and doing all the exercises that are inside the modules. The whole point of those exercises is to give you feedback on if you're getting it or not. None of the stuff in the modules generates a grade that I see. It's really for your information.
Okay.
And the best way to learn this stuff is by doing those kinds of exercises. That will help you do well on the exams. So you won't need open notes.
So wait off on the assignments that are due, but we can kind of work through the modules as of
Yes, there's 2 kinds of assignments. There's assignments inside the modules, and you can do those anytime you want, and you can do them more than once if you want. Because most of them will give you a different problem every time you try it.
Okay. So it's practice problems.
Exactly.
Okay.
And like that,
This is a dumb question, but where do we find those?
they're inside the modules. So let's see, Morgan, let me look you up here.
Sorry.
Morgan, no, not at all. Oh, you're a funny color. That's interesting.
Great.
It's not a personal problem. It's in my records. It means you're a special person, but I can look you up here. All right.
Yeah, like I don't see any modules.
Okay.
I just clicked on modules and it's just like the course text, green law, contact information, and final grade stuff.
Hold on. Let me just check this. Somehow not alphabetical. How did that happen? Got to be a banner thing. All right. Okay. Try this, Morgan.
Okay.
Go back to the Canvas site.
Okay.
And look at the modules. Go to the module that says course texts.
Okay.
Does your Canvas, I'm waiting for it to open for me. I think your Canvas on that link says, and that's the wrong one, sorry, says the principal text we will use is Lumen Learning's macroeconomics, which you can find here. Is that what it says on your Canvas? You click on the link.
Okay.
It takes you to the modules.
I don't have a link.
Morgan, are you saying you don't have a link?
No. I just clicked on the link and it takes me to like the table of contents page with a bunch of other links.
Right. Okay. So I'm going there myself as fast as the internet will allow me to.
Okay.
And so you're going to want to start with economic thinking, which is module 1, and work all the way through there. Now, inside each of those sections, you're going to find exercises to do.
Okay. Does that include like the reading as well? This is in theory what we're supposed to read all.
Yep, absolutely. That's the book. And the book has exercises blended in each of these sections.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Now, Abby, you're special in a different way.
Why is that?
Here we go. Here we are. Because for you, the modules, you don't have to go to a link. You just scroll down in the modules in Canvas, and you'll find the same modules that Morgan has, but they're
like the succeeding with Waymaker.
That's it. Yes, and that's module 0 right there. Succeeding with Waymaker.
So I just go through all of those practice, get to the start.
Well, basically, this module, the succeeding module, tells you how to make best use of this book.
Okay.
Okay. But if you notice, after that one is the same economic thinking module that Morgan has. And then the next one after that is the same choice in a world of scarcity module. And those are the two that we're going to be working on this week.
Okay. All
right.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Are we, like, upon the completion of this entire class, will we have gone through, like, all the way through 16 exchange rates in international finance, like the last little link on that one?
We're only going to do the ones that are in the course outline. I think it's 14.
Okay.
We're not doing that particular module. That's one that we do in micro rather than macro.
Gotcha.
Okay. So,
my modules are on the Canvas type layout. So when you say the 0, 2, and the 14, because I only have titles, what is 14 again?
Okay. Let me go back.
14 is policy applications.
Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah. Policy applications. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the real world scenario. Okay. It's macroeconomic. It's how do policymakers use what we've taught so far. So that's kind of interesting because it's more like state of the art stuff.
Okay.
Okay. These are all great questions. I know it's not completely clear, and so you should never hesitate to ask.
Is the quickest way to reach you is either email or Twitter?
Yes.
Which one is faster?
I guess email. I mean, I'm always on Twitter, but email comes to me. It dings when it comes in. So I guess it's marginally faster. You know, if you're trying to reach me on Twitter, put my name in it.
Okay.
You know
that. So can we tweet you, hey, Dr. Greenlaw, check your email?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Rose, I see you smiling.
No, I feel good because it's usually me asking 1,000 questions, so I'm glad that I'm not the only one.
What I was thinking is this was you last semester.
This was me last semester, yeah. I was very concerned and overwhelmed when I first started because I felt like there were a million sections and a million assignments, but it really, if you just take it kind of piece by piece, not as overwhelming as it seems. And I work full-time and have a kid, so I feel like anyone can get through it.
Sorry. I had to say that.
What did you say? And a husband?
I said, so you guys, not Rose. So you guys have no excuse, except except possibly Jamie. Okay, any other questions?
I feel good right now.
Good.
Yep.
You know, I could say my family's waiting for me to cook dinner, which would be true, but I think she went out to the store.
What's for dinner?
And my tonight, I'm just gonna do a pan-seared salmon, some risotto, and asparagus. Nothing.
Oh, just that. Okay.
Yeah. So I often tweet my my menus with pictures. So if you follow me on Twitter, you'll get to see what I like to do for fun. So Rose knows. You'll notice, Rose, that all of our kids are out of the house. So. All right. Well, if nobody has more questions, I'll let you go, and we'll be back next week. And you know how to reach me in the meantime.
Sounds good.
Sounds
Thank
good.
you.
All right.
Bye now.